Hello, my friends, and welcome back to SpoonieCraft. Today I'm feeling ready to start some bigger farm projects, get our technical side of Minecraft really rolling, and finish up the starter base here so that we can go and move on to where my main base is going to be. The very first thing we're going to do today is we are going to head out to the witch huts and turn one of them into a farm. Now, Miriam has gone and put the witches of all 4 huts in boats, and the cats are running around somewhere, so the first thing we need to do is find those, find the nearest witch to this hut, and also, I want a cat. Witch farms can be fairly simple or pretty complicated. I'm going for a really simple redstone-less version, but the basic premise of any witch farm is that within the bounding box of a witch hut, only witches can spawn. If you start with a layer below the floor of the witch hut and make 2 layers on top of that, you should be just within the bounding box of a witch hut. So we can have 3 layers to our witch farms, which most people do. So we gotta start out with a box. The next thing that we need is 2 raid captains that are vindicators. So the first order of business is to figure out where we're putting our quote-unquote village for the raid. Okay, let's pull up our chunk borders here. And I'm gonna just come right here. We're gonna look up in the sky. We got one there. And we have a 3x3 set of chunks here without any land. Okay. So we have a little spot to deposit a villager. Now we need a villager. Hello, sir. Would you like to come on the adventure of a lifetime with me? There you go. Good job, sir. All right. You drop your little butt in there. Yay! Okay. Now the next bit is the dangerous bit, and I'm going to just set my spawn up here. Now it's time to start our first raid of the server. Let's do this. What could go wrong? So what should happen is the raiders should spawn somewhere on the nearest land, but too far away from the village to be able to get to it and cause a raid. And so they should be relatively passive. Let's see if this actually works. Yep, look at them. Okay. Now we're gonna go just run up to them, see if they notice me, see what they think about me. Do they care? Well, let's try this out. Oh my gosh, it actually works! They don't care! Oh my goodness! I love this. This is amazing, actually. Let's see what happens if I hit him. He still doesn't care. Okay. This is easy mode. So we have a Vindicator raid captain right here already. Let's park our boat and see what he thinks of me. Nothing. He thinks nothing of me. That's very cool. There we go. Okay, so we have that guy. Let's take him out into the ocean. Let's keep him away from the actual villager, but let's take him way over here, and hopefully just taking him over to where our horse is should remove him from the raid. We might know that by the fact that he starts hitting us. Yep, there we go. Look at his angry little face. I'm curious if the Ravager... Okay, it looks like the witch is maybe aggroed at me? No, she's not. Okay, interesting. I'm going to take the witch out first because, 1, she's regenning these guys. And she's actually attacking me. Did you see how she threw some poison there? Sir, Get in the boat. There we go. All right, and we're just going to do the exact same thing with him. Let's get these goobers handled, why don't we? Okay. We're going to zoop. Zoop. Okay. Get your butt over here. There we go. We're gonna let them fly around while we sleep. He keeps bringing me the angry guy. Okay, buddy. I can't sleep when he's that close. Oh, why are they like this? Don't bring him to me! There we go. And now I'm gonna want him to bring him to me. And he's gonna be very unobliging. Because he's a silly goose that has no sense of timing. See what I mean? Come here. Look. Okay, I want to back him up just a teensy little bit. There we go. That looks decent. Then we go, joop. And we hope that that worked well. It sure did. That's actually perfect. There we go. There we go. Perfect. All right, this guy was such a pain in the butt through that entire process. It feels like the perfect time to go ahead and award him his name. Y'all had a ton of great suggestions for names. And this one was actually suggested during a stream. And Erstwhile said this in the chat, and I immediately went, that is exactly the name for this guest's personality. So I'm so glad that the name Ping Pong won our polls on YouTube. I still think y'all didn't give Io enough love, though. Imagine naming one of these after one of Jupiter's moons. Anyways, you get dubbed Ping Pong, my silly little ghast friend. All right, I still have some bits to sort out here at the witch farm, but it is time to go fight the Ender Dragon finally. I am so ready for Shulkers and Elytra. I'm going to be streaming it, but I will be recording as well so that you guys can see a little bit of how all that adventure happened.
Ding!
Eager.
And...
Heck yeah!
Well, should we do it?
Let's do it!
Wait, I got stuff from
Oh my
Look,
gosh!
Ace!
Okay.
Hi, Ace! Or
Dragon
Andy, I
sounds like
guess.
it's coming from this direction, so
NDAs.
make sure. Woo! Ow! 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 Ow!
Oh.
Coffee.
Whoa!
I can hit that one from
Yeah?
here. I'm pretty sure. Yep, it's down.
Oh, this
Okay,
one?
so
Okay.
this is the last one. Space, are you up top? Are you on top of the
That one?
scaffolding?
No, I'm not.
Okay, I'm going to
just
break the
plunged
scaffolding
down.
down, and I'm going to break the last end crystal, and we should be good. I did not
Okay.
break the last end
Okay.
crystal. There we go. It's down. All right, she's coming down to the middle.
I know.
Oh,
I know
yep,
where
yep,
my
all right.
stuff is. I think.
Slap her.
Just gonna wait until she takes off, and then...
Nice. Good damage phase, everybody.
If they do end up in the void. That's
Woo,
what
get
happens to all my
away
items.
from her head,
Oh,
though. Sheesh.
Come on, come on, come on!
Come on. Ooh, ouch.
I have one arrow and I cannot miss.
There we go.
missed.
Yeah, David.
Hey, you did it! Scoobert, look out! Oh my gosh, Scoobert. Stay.
Heal
There
my
we go.
armor! Bestow upon
We did it!
Aww.
We did
Alright,
it.
Ace.
So what are we doing?
So, how do we feel about end busting?
Good.
I'm
I'll
up.
do
I
it.
want to do it.
Oh, this is a good time for a happy guest.
Exactly. I came prepared.
Oh,
Did
you have
you?
one?
Did you actually?
Mm-hmm.
The one person who's not gonna fit on is gonna be real left out.
I'll just
Does
bridge
anybody
across
else
or
have?
something.
Okay. Does anybody else have a happy guest like on their person in some degree? You know, back at the portal or anything.
No.
At my
Okay.
base.
I'm
have
gonna
a
go
dry
back
ghast at my
through
base.
because I'm pretty sure I didn't actually set my spawn, which means I can just grab a dried ghast from my base and bring it here.
Neat.
It's not a far trek.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And
Don't
there's the
forget
end poem, and
snowballs.
I'm really sad that I need to skip it. I wondered what it was like to be on a server with space. This is the authentic experience.
Stupid.
Look at their little faces hanging out together. That's all my snowballs, but that should be about it.
That.
Floating in the void feels so scary.
Yeah, I keep checking the island behind me to make sure that like I'm not going down. Oh,
Every single
I
time
see
someone-
the first blocks of a city. That's a boat.
All right.
Ooh.
That's a heckin' boat.
All right,
Let
let's
me-
go.
Can I
Oh,
get that?
You can
Let me
hit
see.
the pellets that they shoot at you to break them and not get.
oh, that's cool.
Yep. Yay!
Okay.
Shulker
Nice.
boxes, my beloved. Ow!
Did it
Ow!
die?
Ow! Ow!
Yep.
It died, guys. I'm so
I think
sorry.
we
I
can
did
go
not
on a rescue
realize.
mission.
What died?
Yeah,
Hey,
my
guys.
gas.
gas.
Oh no!
I did
Yeah,
not
you
realize
gotta
the
be
pellets did so
careful
much
with
damage.
projectile mobs because they do that. Oh, you're on the boat? You need rescue?
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Here.
I did
But
announce
we can
that.
also rescue
Oh.
ourselves.
No,
because
Dee,
we are
Dee,
independent
no.
Minecraft
I
players.
float away! I float away! Don't worry,
Try
it
to
won't
land
kill
on the
me.
scaffolding if you can.
I got a bucket.
Ah!
I'm building a stair in a stair.
I'm coming,
That
guys.
makes a lot of sense.
I'm coming.
We did bridge over already.
Oh. Well, cool. I did all those
But-
cool water bucket clutches for nothing. Aspen is
Landing
I found
so...
another go home.
Breaking.
Aspen has covered so much distance. I'm looking at the blue map now compared to like what we loaded in on the ghast.
Oh! Oh!
You
Oh,
okay?
Aspen?
Are you okay? Still
Aspen?
alive?
Boat, boat, boat!
Oh, nice!
It's like a
Oh!
I don't even know
Oh!
how to say
Boat! Here! Just flying!
Boat.
Boat!
boats.
And
Boat with
giant
no
end
city or
city, what
with
the
no
heck?
boat?
I'm
Oh,
on my
yeah.
All
way.
right. Coffee, David, who wants to grab this one?
Mm-hmm.
Holy! That's a
Oh,
Whoa.
that's huge.
that is a huge city. What the heck?
What about rock paper scissors?
I'm completely fine. All I ever wanted was one shulker. The rest is all bonus.
That's fair.
I mean,
So,
we
yeah.
can still do rock paper scissors.
How do
Like-
you do it on a ghast?
Good question.
No!
The Brazilian bits! Get the
The
Brazilian
Brazilian bits!
Then-
There's my Elytra, and it didn't give me a... Oh, it gave me the advancement earlier, didn't it?
Let's go! Let's go! I found the gateway.
Nice.
All right, I'm gonna carefully navigate and hopefully not die.
That
I
does
did it! I did it!
mean-
I did it! I'm back!
Woo!
I
That does mean that one of us needs to
Yippee!
fly the ghast back. I'm totally able to do that, but like later tonight.
No.
I got shulkers! Okay, so the way this witch farm works uses raid mechanics. What we have happening here is we have two vindicators who are raid captains named Johnny. Now, Johnny captains are aggro at every single mob. Because they're raid captains, the witches that are spawning into this farm are part of their raid. So they look at this witch, who shouldn't be part of their raid because she's far enough away. And they tell all the witches that spawn in, go get her. the one thing that I do really, really want to make sure that I point out to you guys, because I've never seen anybody else use this kind of killing and collection system. So I just wanted to show it off to you because I came up with it when building a witch farm the last time, which was on stream and not on video. So I have an entity cramming killing chamber, right? There's 24 minecarts in here, and then I have this waterlogged stair to one side. So the water is flowing towards our item collection system because I just really like water-based item collection systems. They're the most efficient. If I don't have to use a hopper-based system, I'm going to not. And we have this trapdoor on the ground with ice underneath it, which keeps the minecarts from just being pushed along the water stream, but continues to let the items flow all the way across into the item stream over the item filters. But now I'm gonna take a little break from the witch farm and do some decorating here. All right, so as you can see, I have an absolutely smashing interior at the moment. And as you can hear, I have turned off all of my friendly mob sounds because we have too many of them around here. But right now, my interior is just a bunch of gunk. I do not want my interior to be a bunch of gunk. So Monkey brought me this fantastic glow squid head because he knows that I really like collecting mob heads. So thank you, Monkey. We're gonna have to find a great place to integrate that. I don't know if it should be on like a noise machine or if it should just be a decoration somewhere, but we'll put it somewhere. So I do have some amount of vision for what I want to do for the interior here. And I think we'll start out with adding another floor or ceiling, another layer. This upper area is where I'm going to put my room. What if we replaced the end bits here with some logs? Yeah. Add brick walls there. Ooh, I like that. That gives this room a lot more structure. I love it. So this house has very much got this green and brown vibe going on, but we are starting to get pops of pink around, and I'm kind of thinking, what if we use crimson wood as some of our like headboard bits? And I kind of feel like I should have a little flint and steel up here with an armor stand. I like that idea. How's that? Yeah, we just have a little flint and steel behind the candles that we can use to light and unlight it if we want. Okay, I've got a flower pot here. You know me, I gotta have my flower pots. Okay, I also want trap doors at the top and bottom of the ladder just for visual sake. Okay, and then we go dark oak. Get your butt out. Leave, please. Thank you. There we go. We could still try signs. Maybe across the bottom, actually, because that's kind of top heavy. But if we do a couple of signs across the bottom. Ooh, yeah, there we go. I like this. I think this is good for the time being. So I'm going to just bring up a couple of bunches of bits. Okay. So now that means we need to focus on this downstairs area, which, to be honest, is going to be the hard part. Come on, my friends. We're going to sit your butts just out here somewhere. We need a couple of cabinets here. Look at the allays glowing through the window. Okay. Then right there, we go crafters. There we go. And then I'm going to add a lantern here with a little item frame for like a light fixture situation. There we go. Now we've got a cute little cutting board with some celery or something on it. That's perfect. I officially love this little kitchen. Okay, now we turn our attention to the rest of this area. So I want to turn this into kind of like a bookshelf, maybe music room type thing. But let's start with this door. So this green stands out really badly against the colors of the rest of the house. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab some shelves here. And we're just going to use those on the inside of the door. And that way we don't have that jump scare of the bright green in there. And this will end up doubling as a great place to store some of the tools that I use around here super frequently. Then we'll add my favorite piece of decor, the famous boot stand. There we go. We make it invisible. Excellent. And then we can take our boots off and place them on the armor stand and take them off and put them on. All right, it's a boat moving time. Perfect. Oh my gosh, that's so cute, actually. Okay, so if we have a setup kind of like this, we can still hear the music disc, right? Yep. Okay, perfect. All right, so this essentially becomes our little music station as well. Moving on to our greenhouse, I immediately want to start with some seating around some of the side. Probably move this over here-ish. There we go, that's seating E and also gives us some space to work with here. So then what we want to do is we want to add some of these guys. Go one there and one there. And we will add a table of scaffolding, as I like doing in my greenhouses. As we all know, the most important feature of any greenhouse is hanging plants all over the place. So let's set up a lovely little system for our plants to hang around on. So we'll go with some shelves. Well, that's lovely. That's a great start. Next, I want to add a little something in the floor here. Oh yeah, this will work. And we are going to add some magical candle lighting to this room. And there we go, a lovely little spiral of candles, which are totally safe around plants. Don't worry, it's fine. I feel like the floor needs a little bit of something. I'm not sure what. If we make just teensy tiny little flower in the floor that mirrors the one outside, that looks really cute. Now, there's something that I want in here, but I don't actually have, so we gotta go out and find it. And I might be able to snag it from one of the other places, or I might be able to find it out in the woods. Bingo! Perfect! That's all I needed. Alright, I want to see if I can't stash a few bits of flowers that I can just grow in this greenhouse, or if it's just going to be purely decorative. I would like it to have at least a little bit of function. Bap, bap. And we grab a rose there, and a peony there. We don't have sunflowers yet, but I do like that. Next, a little bit of decoration. I want to use bee nest. Everybody's shocked. We just droop it right there. Yeah, oh my gosh, that looks so good. I love it. Now, I wanted to put some like hanging pots in here with chains and such, but I kind of feel like we're nearly at capacity for what this is. I don't have a place to put a firefly bush. Maybe I'll just put it underneath the floor. For just a little bit extra particles, because we need more particles around here, clearly. Okay, well, one thing we do actually need a tiny bit more of is some actual, like, potted plants. We do that. I'll put a little armor stand with shears there, I think. And then maybe we'll stick a pot there, like somebody was working on something and forgot it. I'm going to swap these two. There we go. That looks a lot more balanced, just height-wise. I don't know. I feel like it works as is. And I feel like from the interior view, if I put anything more up, it's going to start getting really visually cluttered. So I think this might be our greenhouse with just a couple of extra armor stands added. And there we go. Just a couple of little tools help bring this little greenhouse to light. Speaking of light, yep, we are in the clear for light levels. So that is perfect. Hi, skeleton. You don't even know I'm here. And we'll obviously put a sunflower here whenever we obtain sunflowers. Who knew that would be one of the hardest things to get in this world? Almost makes me want to go on a sunflower adventure. Okay, we need to go south. You know, was I totally blind? Are there sunflowers in Miriam's basement? Bingo. Did I just, like, completely miss that? I feel like I probably completely missed that. I feel like there were 4 whole flowers in her basement. Oh, I love meadows and mountains so much. It is taking everything within my power not to just jump immediately right back on the mountains and meadows train. Ooh, that's flower forest, which means we might have sunflower plains around here somewhere. More flower forest. And there's the sunflower plains. Excellent. Okay, really good to know that there's flower forest over here. Let's go ahead and just snag one of these guys. And now for the moment of truth. Did Miriam have a sunflower already? Yeah. We went on an adventure for nothing. Rude of my own brain. I have no one to blame that on but myself. Anyways, let's go ahead and plant that there, and it's going to face out the window because of course it is. Yeah, I'm thoroughly obsessed with this interior and just all the things that we've done with this starter base. I'm almost wondering, what if I actually swapped out the bee nest for one with actual bees in it? Let's go with the one with 2 out of 3, just to see. Just to know. What if we did that? Alright, before I go, I wanted to explain something real quick for you guys. Just that you know to expect this in upcoming videos. I basically have 2 series running at any given time, right? At least. Because I try to do a series that's like short and easy, things that I can film and even edit sometimes in an afternoon. And then I have bigger episodes with larger projects in them. One of my goals for this series is to not bite off quite as much stuff per episode, but this series is still going to have a lot of those slightly larger episodes for me. Which means that you're going to start seeing some more one-block videos coming soon, interspersed with our SpoonieCraft videos. For now, though, I'm ready to go scope out my newest home, and I will see you there in the next installment of SpoonieCraft.